So, my wife and I, we have 2 kids. We've been married now for 11 years. Treading into some pretty deep water. You know, they say that marriage is like a roller coaster, right? There's a lot of ups and downs. A lot of people like that analogy. I don't think it really makes sense though, right? So aren't the downhill parts on the roller coaster the fun parts? Yeah, I really enjoy the whole experience of the roller coaster. I think a better analogy for marriage is that marriage is like high stakes gambling. You know, when you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're way down. It's much more likely to end in divorce, suicide, or murder. Yeah. I've never actually engaged in high stake gambling. I just wanted to sound cool. I am into cougars though. My wife is a cougar. Yeah, there's 6 years of age between us. And you know, you might think that it was awkward during the dating phase, but that wasn't really much of a hurdle for us at all, right? We had a pretty smooth transition into that, based on the fact that she was my babysitter for a number of years, right? She already knew me really well. She had my nap schedule down. You know, she makes a real mean PB&J. She already met my parents. That was out of the way, except she still doesn't really give me as much screen time as I'd like. Well, what do? We are Latter-day Saints. A lot of you know us as the Mormons. And when I tell people that, their next obvious question is about polygamy, right? How many wives do you have? I like to try to give people the benefit of the doubt on this one, you know. For a time, the church did practice polygamy, but then we stopped. And so maybe it's confusing. You know, are they doing it? Are they not doing it? I don't know. Some people don't really have good access to a reputable source of news, right, on a regular basis. It was only back in, 1890 that we stopped practicing polygamy? I'll do the math for you on that. It's 131 years ago, okay? So as a Latter-day Saint, I served as a missionary out in Spain. I learned Spanish out there. And I found out that the word for wife in Spanish is esposa, right? So it was confusing to me one day when my buddy was introducing me to his wife, and he says to me, "Aquí está mi mujer." Here's my woman, is what he said. I thought he was joking. I started laughing. It wasn't a joke though. I thought maybe his wife was gonna punch him in the face. But it turns out it's just a normal thing in Spanish culture. Woman and wife are pretty much the same word, which might make you think that man and husband, maybe they're the same. Let's not get hasty, okay? We're not using logic here. So speaking of polygamy, the Spanish community has made it pretty clear how they feel about the practice, right? One wife, esposa. You got yourself more than one wife. You just got to make that plural, right? Throw an S on the end of it, just like English, no big deal. Esposas. Except another translation for the word esposas is handcuffs. Yeah, that's what we think about that. So, you know, I'm not really sure if what they meant by that is, you know, if you have more than one wife, you should be in handcuffs. You know, this guy obviously can't make decisions on his own, right? Or maybe they mean that you essentially are in handcuffs if you have more than one wife. And we've got you surrounded. Put your hands up. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. Thanks, I'm Matt Houston.